Hey guys, Granton here, and welcome back to Showtime Reviews, where I review movies old and new, good and bad. Now, in this episode, I'm going to be going over a rather controversial movie, and I say it's controversial because of its mixed reception that it gets nowadays. And that movie is James Cameron's Avatar, released in 2009. Now, you guys may know James Cameron for the first two Terminators, Aliens, Titanic, Avatar, but a lot of people seem to not like this movie nowadays because they say it's all visuals and nothing else. Back in the day, this movie was getting a ton of praise, but nowadays it seems like everyone has kind of turned against it, and kind of bashing on this movie has become kind of the status quo, if you will. So, but and the argument that a lot of people make is that it's all visuals and nothing else. But I have a lot of arguments to for that. I think it is a lot better of a movie. I love this movie, so I might be biased. But then again, it's my subjective opinion, and everybody's gonna have a subjective opinion on almost everything. But yeah. Anyways, but I'm gonna be going into what makes Avatar a great movie and why it's more than what people think. Okay, to address the elephant in the room, this movie has fantastic visuals, and that's why a lot of people liked it. It looks amazing. The CGI is phenomenal, groundbreaking. Never seen anything like it. Well, anything that came out before Avatar, at least. James Cameron waited over a decade to make this movie because he was waiting for the technology to catch up. It went till about 2007 when he was approached by, Sony, and they basically said, hey, we might be able to bring your idea to the big screen now. That's what got a lot of people on board when they watched it, the visuals. That might be the reason why this is the #1 highest grossing movie ever. The other thing that makes the movie so great is the story. Now, a lot of people make the argument, oh, the Save the Environment storyline has been done millions of times. Yes, it has been done millions of times. Just look at shows like Captain Planet or look at Smokey the Bear. But I feel like it does this in such an interesting way that it really makes you want to keep watching, and it really does it in such a different way. Basically, it takes place in the future where Earth's resources have been depleted. So the Resource Development Administration sends its people to the moon Pandora. It's not a planet, it's a moon, and which is inhabited by the Na'vi, which are basically alien people. So basically, Jack Sully, the protagonist, basically gets his, I guess it was his mind or body or something, transferred into a body of an artificial Na'vi, which is dubbed avatars. And so basically they have to infiltrate it and basically find out information about Pandora and what they can do to take advantage of it. So that sounds like a very interesting premise, and it's really different from some of the other, Save the Environment stuff. And the other thing I like about this movie is the themes it explores. The one theme that I really noticed when watching this was change. Jack Sully changed in heart and he changed physically. So I'll get to that in a bit. So basically, he changed because he grew a connection to the Na'vis, which I'm actually gonna get to that whole part of the plot in a bit. But basically he fell in love with a female avatar. What was her name? Neytiri, that's right. So basically, they fall in love, which leads to him basically turning against the humans, which that's one thing I don't like about the movie. I'll get that off my chest right now. I hate that they basically made human beings to be these bad guys. I would be okay if they basically addressed that. Oh well, humans aren't. There is no good or bad guy. It's mainly about how we can change individually. But no, it kind of made humans kind of the bad guy, and that's one thing I don't really like about the movie. I wish they could have done differently. But anyways, he turns against humans, and basically he keeps them from getting into Pandora, which leads to him. Basically, I guess it was like his soul or something. Yeah, I think it was at like the Tree of Souls or whatever it was called. Basically getting him like his soul or something transferred into a Navi's body, which was cool permanently. So basically, at the end of the movie, spoiler, he becomes a Navi and he becomes one of them. But it is a very cool. It goes into these themes really well. You can feel the connection between Jack and Neytiri, and that's mainly those two themes really make it good. The one thing I don't like is the characters. I don't really feel much of a liking towards the protagonist, Jack Sully. I get that he took his deceased brother's position in the Resource Development Administration, and he's paralyzed from the waist down, and that basically makes you kind of feel bad for him, but I don't really feel like he has a lot of personality. Neytiri, I do like the character of Neytiri though. She feels very real. All the Navis feel very real, which I like. The bad guy, he is a good bad guy, but it feels like he's been that kind of archetype, like an evil colonel or military figure, has been done way too many times, and I don't even like that archetype in the first place. So, I was not a big fan of the antagonist, wasn't a big fan of the protagonist, but but the good thing is, as the movie goes on, I feel like the protagonist, Jack Sully, he feels more, and I feel like he like gains more personality, I think, as he is a Navi, which I guess that is made to differentiate Navis from humans, and that's, again, my one disliking towards the movie. But besides from that, this movie is amazing. Great visuals, great story. The writing could be better, but it is actually pretty good. But there is room for improvement. But I cannot wait to see the next four. So it's funny. They waited 11 years to make Avatar 2. Now they're gonna make like 4 other Avatar movies, including Avatar. Well, they're gonna make like 4 Avatar movies if you include Avatar 2 in the next decade. So that's pretty funny. But anyways, I feel like this movie does deserve the praise. I don't think it's overrated. I can see why people would think it's overrated, but I beg to differ personally. I think it's an amazing movie. It's in my top 10 definitely. I was thrilled when I watched it for the first time. Still thrilled when I rewatch it. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Check it out, definitely. And I would probably have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. But anyways, that was my review on Avatar. Is it a masterpiece or is it overrated? Now, you can decide by leaving a comment in the comment section or just deciding to yourself, do I like this movie or not? I definitely recommend watching it. But this has been episode 1 of Showtime Reviews. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.